Hey everyone, my name is Vanessa Lott and this is Showcase Sunday. Today I am sitting here with my friend, Matt DeFede.
That's right.
What's up, Matt? How are you? Welcome to Showcase Sunday.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, absolutely. We actually are getting to know each other today.
Personally.
Yes. Crazy.
Yes.
But I've been watching you for a while on social media.
It's good or bad.
This is it's good. But I know a lot of us want to get to know you a little bit better. So tell us about you.
Well, I am the broker owner of Realty Executives Elite Homes in Nutley. I run a small office of about a dozen agents, and we primarily focus on New York City commuter business. 95% of my clientele is from New York City. 95% of the people find us on social media and marketing such as this. So social media, different types of platforms that we use, but it's mostly social media. I kind of run our business like a digital marketing agency that sells real estate. So when I am asked about my competition in town, I really don't have any because I run it kind of differently.
I would say innovative definitely describes the way you run your business.
Yes, I like to think that.
Yeah. Absolutely. So what did you do before real estate?
I spent 29, 30 plus years in the advertising and marketing industry. I was a art school graduate. I graduated with a degree in illustration and design. And in the early 90s, I went from print to digital, and I started building out websites back in 93. And that's kind of how I got into this business. So early 2000s, I started investing in real estate. Well, actually, late 90s, I started investing in real estate, fell in love with real estate, and my real estate design career went like this, and real estate business went like this. And now I realize I've come full circle, and I'm an art director again and digital marketing person again.
Isn't that funny?
That's how I got into it, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. It's funny how both your worlds have now combined, right?
Yeah.
What you used to do is now helping you with what you're currently doing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right.
Funny.
That's what I do on a daily basis. I market properties.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, so tell us a little bit more. Why real estate? What made you want to get into real estate? How did that actually connect?
I didn't want to get into real estate. I was happy being a creative director. And during the dot-com boom days, I was making a very nice living. And a childhood friend of mine who was a real estate investor had come to me and said, "You need to invest that money." And I was like, I don't want nothing to do with real estate. And he said, "You need to invest that money." So I started buying and selling properties back in 96 before I was licensed. And so from 96 to about 2003, I was working with realtors. And when I actually started getting frustrated with realtors because they weren't picking up my calls, they weren't getting me the access to the properties that I wanted to buy, I decided, hey, I'm going to get my license and do this myself. That's how it started. It started as a frustrated investor working with realtors and disliking realtors. Then I get my license.
Which leads into my next question, right? Let's talk real estate.
Yeah.
What do you think your clients expect from you, Matt?
I think my clients, what they expect from me, number one, is getting their home sold or buying a home. These days, I'm doing more on the listing side than I am on the selling side. They expect clear communication and they expect professionalism. That's what they expect.
Absolutely.
They expect when they call, I pick up the phone. It could be, this is a 24/7 job, no matter how much you want to turn yourself off. If you don't have a passion for it, you shouldn't be in it, number one. I see too many realtors that, they think that they're going to get their license and start making a lot of money. It's not about the money. And I did a post today that said, care about connections more than actual transactions. More about relationships than transactions. The transactions and the money are just kind of like a byproduct of what you're passionate about. Same thing you do.
Absolutely.
Same thing you do. You're passionate about your industry. You're passionate about your business. And I always tell people, when the day comes, I don't have a passion for this anymore, I'm done.
I'm passionate about the people I work with.
Right.
That makes my wheels turn and makes me want to do better or do more
Right.
and bring, value.
Right.
which here we
Added
are
value.
again.
That's exactly what it's all about.
Add value.
That's exactly what it's about.
What is the value that you're bringing to your clients?
The value I bring to my clients, you know, in my eyes, in my opinion, is the knowledge of the marketplace. I don't try to be everything to everyone. You can't be. It's just impossible. Some agents go around saying that they sell all of New Jersey. I don't believe that's true. I am, you know, I have a lot of knowledge in my marketplace. Nutley, Belleville, Clifton. I live in the area. My family's from the area. My mentor, who is probably in one of the most unpopulated areas in New Jersey, knows every blade of grass that's in that town. And I think that's how you become like the knowledge broker of that area. That's the value. I think it's the knowledge. Most likely the knowledge.
I call you the king of Nutley because, you know, that is what you concentrate on. You concentrate on Nutley. You know the schools. You probably know the teachers, the principals, the nurses.
The commissioners,
everyone in town, which is great. I think
I do.
When you know, within real estate, when you concentrate in an area and you become a master, quote unquote, master of that area, I think that's when you're really beneficial to your clients.
Correct.
You become a benefit to your clients.
Like you know your industry, and I'm sure there's, I don't know your industry. I don't know how title works, but it's always been a mystery to me. We just kind of wait for title. We don't want, I don't want to know your industry. I want to know my industry. I want to know my business and my clients. I want to know my area. I want to know, you know, its ups, its downs, what's happening, what's going on with the market. And that's always the number one question. Like I could walk into a Starbucks and people walk up to me and they don't know my name, but they know I do real estate.
Yeah.
So that tells me that my branding is doing something for me. And they'll ask me, how's the market? That's always the number one question. Always, how's the market? And this industry, you know, I've noticed, and I've been in it for a while, and I lived through 2008, and I saw when there was a big exodus of realtors left the market, and then when the market got better, they came back in. And they're going to go out again. You know, because they don't want to take the time to learn. I call them like transactional agents. They don't want to learn the business. They don't want to learn the marketplace. In my area, there's a handful of people that are players. The other ones dip in and dip out. You know, when the market comes, the market goes. Your industry, just like ours, and I say this all the time, it doesn't matter if it's a good market or a bad market. Closings are happening every day. Yeah. Right?
Yeah, they're going to close. Yeah.
I actually look forward to a mediocre bad market because my business actually thrives because people actually then go look for a professional to sell their home. They know it takes marketing. A year and a half ago, a coconut could have sold a home. Now we're coming into a different market.
We absolutely are.
Not a bad market, and I keep telling people this, and I know you see my videos, I keep talking about this. We're coming into a normal market.
Normalized market.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. My first mortgage I did was 17% on my first property I bought. Nowadays,
those were the rates back.
Those were the rates. Nowadays, people are balking at 5%.
Right. And we're at 3.2 right now, I believe.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I think we're going into a nice, stabilized, normal market. Good for buyers, good for sellers. In my area, the problem I have is people are paying attention to the national news. That a national news is a blended opinion of what's going on nationally. Mm-hmm. Now, we know in this area here, even during 2008, there were still properties that were accelerating in price because of a locality.
Location, always.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep. So let's get out of real estate for a second.
Okay.
Okay. Let's get back to you.
Yes.
What are you passionate about outside of real estate?
Art.
Art.
Yeah.
That's awesome. A lot of people wouldn't know that about you, Matt.
No, they probably wouldn't.
What about art makes that?
I was a classically trained painter and sculptor. We just had an art show a couple of weeks ago at my office. We did an art show for the community. We had some local artists, and that has always been the backbone of my business. And people say, art, yeah, art.
That's awesome.
The visual means.
Now I know a little bit more about you.
See that?
Yeah, absolutely.
You didn't know that about me.
I didn't know that about you. I expect a painting, by the way. I do expect a painting.
I haven't, again, that's something I'm leaving for my retirement.
Okay.
I haven't dived into it as much as I would love to. I've been, when I was younger, I was in national publications, and I did have scholarships, and I am listed on the Arts and Letters Society and everything else and all that fun stuff. That was my passion for a lot of years, probably since I was maybe in the 3rd grade.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, good to
Yeah.
know. I'm glad I got to know that piece of you, and everyone else is going to know now too.
Well, now they are.
Yep, absolutely, absolutely. Quickly, let's take it back to real estate.
Okay.
I want to know what's happening in your pipeline. What are you working with right now?
My area, predominantly anywhere from our homes are 350 to 450. A lot of New York City buyers that are starting a family. Right now, I have about 15, 20 properties that are under contract that fall in that 450 range. Nutley's luxury market is the 600 and 700,000 range. I have a couple of homes there. One great home that I just put up was, and you'll see it, 400 Passaic Ave if you haven't already. That is considered the start of the luxury market in Nutley. That's a 3,000 square foot home that was part of the Satterwith estate. Now, Satterwith was a family that would resided in Nutley and basically started the town.
Oh, wow.
Nutley used to be broken up into all different estates of wealthy people. And people used to come from New York and vacation in Nutley, believe it or not.
Interesting.
We have, Nutley's home of Martha Stewart, right?
No, I know that now.
Martha Stewart, born and raised in Nutley.
Okay.
Also, remember the show Beretta?
No.
Well, Robert Blake.
Okay.
You remember him?
Nope.
He's from Nutley. Nobody talks about him much because of his issues. But he was an actor in Hollywood for a lot of years. Jackie Onassis' grandfather grew up on, I believe it was Satterwith. Jackie Onassis' grandfather, who was an attorney in New York, and he lived in Nutley.
And this is why you're the king of Nutley. See, you come with full information.
There's a lot more info.
Absolutely, Matt. You're amazing. I love that.
Thank you.
You were able to bring all this information today.
Mm-hmm.
So, if someone wanted to work with you, either on the purchase of a home or selling their home or anything, how can they get in touch with you?
They can just, you can reach my cell phone, call or text 862-228-0554, and I answer.
And he answers. You want to give out your social media?
NutleyRealEstateGuy.com. That's my blog. If you want to learn more about me, just go on there and you'll learn more about me and find all my other, my Instagram account, Nutley NJ Realtor. That's it.
Absolutely. Matt, thanks so much for being here on
You're welcome.
Showcase Sunday.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. This is Showcase Sunday. Tune in till next time.